All right, so I see that you're wanted out of Bucks, Pennsylvania on a parole violation.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Two underlying cases.
So the fact that he's been on this same fugitive case twice more in your court works both in and against my favor. Before my time in general litigation, there were two prior other prosecutors.
Here we go, flexing the muscle.
Well,
I'm just
one of
kidding.
them was me. One of them was me. But for the three, two prior ones were dismissed, and he keeps getting arrested on the same warrant, and they keep not picking him up. I had Amy call the.
This is going to happen eternally for you, Mr. Ginder, until you go back to Pennsylvania. You will continue to get arrested over and over and over. It doesn't require you to say anything. I'm just giving you a heads up that that warrant will be there for the rest of your natural born life until you take care of it. If you're 72, you will still get picked up and sit in jail for. How do we go forward?
So this is one of those unusual situations. There is no pre-signed waiver, so he has a right to.
A parole case?
Some states, including ours, they just don't have it in their clause for their parole. But I've had Amy call, and she was only able to reach the supervisor for the deputy that actually handles his specific warrant.
Dave, don't we have enough people in jail, number one? And if they don't care enough to pick them up over and over.
So one of them, I was explaining to Ricardo, the first, and I could be wrong, I haven't checked my notes, but one of them might have been around COVID. And so I know a lot of them weren't picking up. Nobody can fault for that. But the other ones, I don't know. And that's why I'm saying, like, I'm not trying to present anything to court that I don't have. But conversely, he's had considerable amount of time to cure his warrant. And so that's why I said, like, it works for and against me. Is obviously I don't like them playing games.
What do you want?
For me, I would like to get a hold of the supervisor there and figuring out what happened the other times, but we've just been unsuccessful this morning. And that's the issue.
I get it. Do you want to perhaps roll it to tomorrow? It gives you enough time. Hey, I'm with you.
I know.
It's maddening that someone continues to get picked up and they don't care. Either release the hold or come do your job. I mean, really.
Because we do have ones where they release it locally, where they teletype that they won't enforce it in certain jurisdictions or just contiguous ones. And so I don't have an answer to present the court. I mean,
let's roll it to tomorrow. We're going to try to get to the bottom of it, Mr. Gimbel or Ginder. But regardless, that warrant, until you take care of it, is going to eternally be out there forever and a day. And if you like to continue to get arrested, but at some point it must get tiring, right?
Yes, sir. All right, we'll roll it to tomorrow.
So let's roll it to tomorrow. I will tell you this, that I mean,
I know, and that's where I'm at as well. And so I'll see if I can I'll keep going up the chain until somebody answers. That's all I can do.
Yeah, good luck, Day. I know how diligent you are, you know.
Hey, Judge.
How's it going? How's jail?
Not good. I think everybody should go there for 7 days on the first DWI. I think it would fix a lot of things for a lot of people.
You know, and I routinely say this to people, Mr. Fox, is that I would say, I don't know the true statistic, but usually when people go to jail, that one time, most times that one time is scary enough that it's self-correcting and they wise up that they don't ever want to go to a place like that. I mean, it stinks. There's
things that you know.
So, yeah, I know there's no air conditioning, but jails are jails. I mean, it's not the Holiday Inn. It's not Club Med. It's not Disneyland. It's happy and the most wonderful place in the entire world, right? But you got to understand is that we have routinely let you out over and over and over. And you make us promises. You tell us you're going to do things. And then we come to find out later on, it's a completely different thing. You have what? 2 open DWIs, right? Is it at least 2, right?
It's two, Judge.
You're on probation with us. And then you pick up a felony as well. At some point, I have to say when. we can't continue. Sometimes we have to protect people from themselves, their own worst enemy. And I'll tell you, when we first did the TRAS, I told you how reluctant I was to go with the other agreement that you guys had worked out, because I wanted to do SATA, because usually our clinicians know what's up. They know the right way
I understand.
to go through things. And you want me to let you out for the holidays, but that really scares me.
I just want my bond reduced, sir. Even my wife, who we're getting divorced, wants me home for Christmas. I mean, spending Thanksgiving in there, and yes, you're right. I mean, I call it jail therapy. I don't know what
Look,
else.
let's not talk about the case at all. I don't want to talk about the case,
I
but
understand, yes, sir.
I'm bringing you out
I
just,
just want my bond reduced, sir, so I can, I mean, like you said, number one, I can't drive. You're gonna have an ankle monitor on me. I can't go anywhere. I just,
but we still ask you to do things and you refuse to abide by bond conditions. Every time you tell me and you make a promise, you know how it goes, right? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, really shame on me. And that's where we're at. You tell me things that you're going to do. You tell me that you're going to abide. And when you get out, you still do whatever you want to do.
I never spent 28 days in jail, sir, and this is definitely a wake-up call. I don't know any other way to put it. I mean,
And you've told me that story before.
I've never been in jail before, sir. I've never once been in jail until this time, and I don't need to know how to explain it because I know you probably.
The good news is this, Mr. Fox, because there is light at the end of the tunnel, that Mr. Sims is working hard to try to resolve these things once and for all, so you don't sit there and linger. The idea is to do the program that we had initially said. The only problem is the case at a county. That's the holdup, I think, at this point. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have Morgan reach out over there. We're going to have James reach out to your lawyer on that case to see if we can come up to a global resolution once and for all. And hopefully we can do that by next week. I don't know, but I'm hoping. I don't know what the other county has in store, what they want, but hopefully we can get on the same page. And if we let them know this is our intent to do SATA, hopefully we'll see what happens. But
So no bond reductions.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fox, but
In Harris County Court, justice never sleeps. Fugitive cases, repeated DWIs, thefts, and assaults unfold under the same firm voice. A man pleads for release before Christmas. Another faces life-changing consequences for violence. The judge's tone stays steady. Protect the community, take responsibility, and don't come back here. Each case ends with the same lesson. Mercy has
Mr.
limits.
Fox, but look,
I put myself in this dress.
and quite frankly, you scare me. You know, every day someone dies from a DWI in our county. Every single day. We'll set it for about mid to late next week. Hopefully we can have an answer for you, because like I said, I don't want you to just sit there and just linger. We're going to try to work hard to get this thing closed as quick as possible for you, because the problem is, the idea is to get you help as quick as possible, not to sit there. So we're working hard for you though. Okay. Okay, Mr. Fox, thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Sims. Good morning, Mrs. Zavalos. Mrs. Zavalos, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you an 8-month deferred. Do you know what that is?
But he explained to me probation, community service, lots of other things that
Classes you'll have to do.
Right. A deferred is a type of probation that if you successfully complete it, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. You can't tell people it was dismissed. It wasn't dismissed. You merely completed the probation successfully, didn't end up with a conviction. What you need to recognize is that you give up almost all rights known by entering into this agreement. And you let us, and you give us the ability to put you in jail for an entire year if you violate this agreement. You can violate it by picking up a new case. Don't do your classes on time. Don't do your community service on time. If you test positive for drugs or alcohol, you violate this community service. Do you understand? I'll make you a deal though. If you do well, if you're nice to everybody, get your classes done quick and everything done quick, I'll take you off in half the time. So you could really be done with this in 4 months if you really kick butt. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to be understanding though if you fail to appear, if you pick up a new case, all bets are off. Do you understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you enter into this agreement, you are stuck with it until you complete it successfully or it gets violated. For you to complete this successfully, you must do a thinking for a change class. You must do a 4-hour anger management class. Which thinking for a change did you want? Were you thinking? You must also do 30 hours of community service. Do you have any children, sir? Tell me, how far did you get in school?
I just finished my semester last week.
In what?
What do you mean in what?
College or?
Oh, in college, yeah.
Great job. What are you studying?
Natural sciences while I'm still in community college, but when I get to the 4 year, I want to study kinesiology.
Let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Shh. What do you think this is going to do? Do you think this is going to hurt or help you?
I'm a firm believer in consequence.
What you need to understand,
No matter the perspective of the person who is being, punished or receiving consequence. So I know myself pretty well, and I could say that it's definitely gonna be a good stepping stone in regards.
Mr. Savalos, what I want you to understand, when you're applying for jobs in the future, people don't know you. Even for you to step into the door, the only thing that people are going to look at, employers, they're going to look at, number one, your record. They're going to want to see who you are. And I'm going to tell you now, the more convictions you pick up, the worse it is for you. All you're doing is making life more difficult. Do you understand? I hope with this, you really take it to heart because we want to see you succeed. We want to see you be the best person that you can be. But convictions and criminal cases, no matter what happens, people will still use it. And you need to consider it. When you're out in the free world, self-control. Do you understand?
I understand. Yes, sir. I remember the last conversation, and I feel like I'm doing pretty well. He still heckles me. He tries to get a rise out of me.
Their neighbor's judge.
But
You know what? Then it's never going to stop, Mr.
I
Savalos.
understand.
You need to be the bigger man. And it sucks. And, in life,
Step off the porch.
do you think that there are people who mess with me? On a constant basis, on a daily basis, I have people that are always messing with me as well. But I still try to do the best job I can. I do what's in my heart. I do what I think is right. And that's what you need to do as well. Shh. Mr. Savalos, be the better man. If you need to move, if you need to get away, but even if they're still heckling with you, call the cops. Find another way. Don't take matters into your own hands. We don't want to see you fail. All right?
Thank you for your concern.
Well, we want you to be the best person you can be, really. So you're in college, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
We're into the shorter length thing for a change.
no, but my 30 hours of community service, as long as you're in school, I mean, that's great. Just great. Just better yourself. That's what, um,
So you wait for the community service judge?
yeah, I mean, if they're okay with it.
We're okay with that.
Just look, the idea is that you learn and you don't come back, right? So how old are you, bud? I'm gonna waive all your fines and fees. It's never about the money. Just do what you say you're gonna do it on time, and make the most of it, all right? Mr. Savalas, how do you plead to the assault? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not gonna find you guilty. We'll withhold it for 8 months. Do what you say you're gonna do. If you ever have a problem, come back, talk to us. We're here for you. Good luck, man. You know?
Thank you very much.
So get your stuff done quick. We'll take you off quick and you're done, all right? all right.
I receive word on like when I should start all that.
Shatori over there will tell you exactly what you need to do, all right? Okay, man. Bill Letter, all right, Mr. Bill Letter.
You should have told me that. That's easy.
So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You need to understand that you're making a lifetime decision today, and this is a very big one because you're pleading guilty to this offense and it's going to go on your record. Once it's on your record, it's there forever. It's even there after you die. And it's important because when you get into a car in the future, if you start consuming alcohol, if you do before you get into a car, you get pulled over. All officers do is they look at your criminal history. They look at how you are. What do you think is going to happen if they smell alcohol and they look at this? Probably not going to go well. So if I were you, I would never get in a car, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, because it's a humongous and it's just a big financial risk. You understand?
Yes, sir, I did.
You also give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement today. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Like I said, once you plead guilty, there's no turning back. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty? The other thing I want you to understand, Mr. Bill Letter, is that, you know, DWI is big business. When you plead guilty to a DWI, there's a $3,000 surcharge that DPS hits you. If you don't pay it, you don't get a license until you do. There's also court costs to the tune of around $500. I will do you a favor and I will waive them. But I want you to understand that if you come back a second DWI, you're looking at around $6,000 in surcharges. $6,000. Not to mention court costs. You could look forward to around $7,000 in fines and fees. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Literally, one button on your phone, $50, anywhere you want to go in this city. Uber. That's what I'm trying to say. It's extremely easy. They'll come pick you up no matter where you want to go. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'll find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 3 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. I am going to suspend your license for 90 days.
Can we get ALR credit?
Why?
One, do you want to know about personally, or two, he already
I'm already
obviously-
taking off around $3,500 worth of fines and fees.
Correct. So he's retired, but he has a lot of medical, issues that he has to go to. And also, I believe you said that your siblings also need help driving around, getting around to medical, and groceries and responsibilities such as that.
I'm a firm believer that everybody makes mistakes. You know, you're allowed to make a mistake once in a while. But if you continue to make mistakes that endanger the lives of other people, at that point, it's not a mistake and it's a choice. And when you make childish choices, you get treated like a child. And what we do with children here, we put them over our knee and we spank them like a little child, but we do it with a ton of jail time. Get a clue. Just don't get into a car if you've had even a sip of alcohol. Do you understand, Mr. Billletter?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will acquiesce to you, but that's it.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Good luck, sir. And please sit.